Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Emzy here. Welcome to part 6 of my tarot collection. A lot of these decks I'm going to show you are quite older in my collection. So yeah, let's just start showing you my decks. The first deck I want to show you is this one. This is Stella's Tarot. That's what the backs look like. Comes with a little white guidebook. That's got no edging or anything. I do really like this art style. I think it was Japanese creator that Stella Karyoku, yeah. Had this one for a while. I think this one's out of print now. We think the artwork is beautiful. The border's quite big, but don't mind. The image itself is quite small for the card. I would love it if they came out of another version where the artwork was bigger, because you lose a lot of the detail and how small the image is. See all that detail on the wall there, you can't really see it that well. It's quite small. I love this Seven of Cups card. Just a very unique art style. I really like the people and how they're depicted and everything. Seen it on eBay, pop up a few times, but it's quite expensive, which is unfortunate for people that missed out on this one. But it is a beautiful, beautiful deck. Hermit cards were so cool. Little whimsical little deck. I don't know what else to say really. I just really enjoy this one. I don't use this as often as I should because I don't have a backup of it, and I'd love to have one. I'm scared because it's out of print. I don't want to damage it. I need to just use the decks that I have and stop worrying about stupid things like that. Otherwise, they'll just sit in the drawer forever. So that's Stella's Tarot. Another deck I have is this one, the Fantastical Tarot. I got this one second hand. Comes with a little white book. Got no edging or anything. The backs look like this. They're reversible and they're like dragons. That's quite fun. Very distinct art style. I think it's really beautiful though. Love how quirky and weird it is. And the Fool card. It's kind of creepy, right? I love the dark sort of gothic energy you get from this. Very 90s feel. Oh, all these cards are upside down. Look how cool that is. Such nice colouring and everything. Just really unique, and I love their chiselled cheekbones. I think that's quite fun. Everyone looks kind of alien-like or very gothic, vampire-y. But yeah, it's a very neat little deck. One I Should pull out more news. Nice priestess card is cool. Magician. Like that is. Yeah, just cute style. I like this one. We need to sort my decks out. I don't really use reversals that often, so I don't know why it's all over the place, this one. Yeah, it's really cool, vibrant deck. And that's the Fantastical Tarot. Another deck I want to show you is this one, the Vampire Tarot. This was my sister's tarot deck, and she gave me all her decks when she moved. I don't think she ever used this. It's in really good condition. It's like these cards still literally still stick together, so I don't think she ever used it that much. But yeah, it's really beautiful backs. I really like this bright colours and everything. I love spirals. But yeah, this is such good condition. So yeah, that's what the little white books got about. So my sister's had this since 2000 in storage and never been used. And she gave it to me, so I'm very grateful for all the decks she's given me over the years. And yeah, it's just so brand spanking new. You can see how well good condition they are. And I still can't believe the cards stick together. Still, that's amazing. I'm so glad I got this in such high quality. She's more into like the gothic sort of things when she was younger, so that's why she's probably drawn to this vampire deck. I do like the art style. It's the angular faces again. It's really cool. I think a lot of these decks I'll show you in this part 6 will be out of print one, so I'm sorry in advance if you see a deck and you can't get hold of it. But yeah, we've hoarded these decks for a long time, me and my sister. Sister only had like a handful of decks. I was the one that was the major collector back in the day, so picked up a few of them though. Yeah, it's so cool. So that's the Vampire Tarot. Another deck in my collection is this one, the Celestial Tarot. I absolutely adore this creator's artwork. I think it's so detailed and beautiful. This is what the backs look like. It's like a midnight or dark celestial starry night sort of thing going on. I love how detailed the artwork is. You can see all the little dot work and everything, and so much attention to detail in this artwork. The same creator done the Spiral Tarot, and I mainly bought this one because I love the artwork so much. But I haven't used this one much because it focuses a lot on mythical people, like beings, sort of astrology and star signs in this, constellations, stuff I'm not very well versed in really, and I should learn more about astrology and constellations. Myths I'm not that interested in as much, but it's interesting to read it when you look at the guidebook. It's got a little write up on who they're just talking about and why it's related to tarot, what it's associated with in this deck. So it's quite interesting. But it's just the artwork is so well detailed. I absolutely adore it. So well done. I love this. So beautiful. That world card. So cool. So yeah, this is the Celestial Tarot. Another deck in my collection is this one, the Liberty Tarot of Stars Eternal. I think the backs on these are so cool. But I think it's very Thoth based, this deck. There's a white book with like basic meanings and things. And it's got other languages in it as well. There's no edging or anything. It's very abstract in style, so I really like how bright and colourful this one is. So cool looking. Very unique look, I think. Look at that star card, the colours, so cool. Yeah, so it's very abstract. It mentions Babylon in this one as well. A lot of astrology in the background and things like that. So bright and colourful. Such a cool looking deck. You can see the Thoth inspiration here. It does follow that quite a lot. I don't have a lot of Thoth type decks, to be honest, so glad I've got different versions in my collection. I mainly follow RWS, but the artwork on this, I just couldn't pass it out. It's so beautifully done. And I do like that it's illustrated as well, it's not pips. So cool. You can see like the detail in the shading and everything. Really good lighting used in these images. Such a really wonderful, colourful deck. I'll probably repeat myself a lot, sorry. Look how amazing it is. So cool. So if you're not a fan of the Thoth art, maybe you'll like this one, the Liberty. They've renamed some of the suits as well, but that's okay. You can clearly tell by the colouring what suit it's representing, so doesn't mind. Look at that Tower card. Wow. Such a cool deck. I'm so glad I have this. Yeah, that's the Liberty Tarot. Tarot of Stars Eternal. Another deck in my collection is this one, the Crystal Tarot. This one's more a pip style kind of deck, so it's not one I pull out as often. Comes with a little white book as well, in multiple languages, like basic meanings really. No edging or anything, and that's what the backs look like. It's really beautiful backs. What drew this to me was the crystal in the name and the colours in this deck, but I don't feel like it's that crystal related, to be honest. You know, it's called the Crystal Tarot. Yeah, it's quite pippy, but I really love the colours. That watercolour sort of style. I think it's beautiful. I'm not sure why it's got crystal in the name though. That is. The court card's beautiful. Majors are really detailed. Just a shame that the minors aren't. Still really pretty in design though. Very Marseille sort of look to it. There's still quite a lot of detail actually in making these. They're all very similar. Let me show you the coins together. Similar in look. Devil card's so cool. It is stunning artwork. And that tower card. I love the colourful landscapes in the background. I just think it is so beautiful. But yeah, I could have renamed it something differently because it's not really crystals. And I think this was like a blind buy when I bought this one. Because back in the day, I didn't really have a lot to go on when you used to buy decks. You sort of just went through the cards they did show and then the box. I remember when I got this now. Not like today when you've got all these videos on YouTube, you can just have a look and see what they're like, see if they're your sort of style. But yeah, this is the Crystal Tarot. Another deck I have, which is in very bad condition, is Tarot of the Cat People. I would like to get another edition of this so I don't have such a banged up box. The state of it. I had all like old stickers on it I couldn't get off, and it's just I had a sticker on here, and it's just a nightmare. But it is what it is. It's got a battered old booklet as well. It's all yellow. When was this come out anyway? I'm always interested in the years. 1985. Wow. Yes, this is an old deck. Obviously didn't buy this in 1985. Well, I wasn't born yet. 3 years later I would have been. So yeah, I've got this second hand and it's a right mess. There's no edging or anything. I really like the backs of these cards. Very cute. Reminds me of like the cat from Alice in Wonderland a little bit. But yeah, these are quite well loved. They're a bit bowed and everything, but don't mind. I got this quite cheap, I think, off eBay a long time ago. I'm pretty sure I could get a better edition. Maybe I will. But I love the cat people, and it's got its own little world going on. All these different like people, how they look and everything. I do have the book as well that goes with this, and it goes into like a lot of detail into the world of the cat people and everything. Really interesting. I love cats, so it's a must-have for me. I love how weird and quirky it is as well. Such a cute little deck, and all the cats are different as well. Very big hair as well in some characters, which I like. Very 80s look going on. Tower card's cool. Love their clothing as well. Such a cool blast from the past. Gives definitely older vibe, this one, the art style and everything. Really like it. Another well drawn, beautiful deck. I love this one. The Six of Pentacles, helping out the cats, giving them stuff. Such a cool card. I love that one. And there's a lot of detail in these cards. I love when creators have that extra attention to detail and everything. Like the lighting on here, you can see all the dots and things. And outfit they're wearing is so detailed. Just makes it extra special. And you can tell they put a lot of time and work into making this. Such beautiful artwork. Oh, it's such a lovely car. I love this one. Yes, such a cool deck. And that's my very battered Tarot of the Cat People. Another deck in my collection is this one, the Sacred Rose Tarot. I feel like this deck doesn't get much love on YouTube. I think it's fantastic. The artwork's really beautiful. What the edges look like. And then that's what the backs look like with the roses on the back. I think they're really pretty. This is another bright, colourful, very detailed art style. And people are quite unusual. It kind of gives me fae sort of energy, these characters in this. I love this sun card. It's so pretty. Yeah, I really like this one too. A lot of the people don't really have eyes, they're sort of just white. So it gives me that otherworldly sort of feel. But I like the colours and everything. Like the swords are all like purple, pentacles are like greeny, orangey, yellow in colour, and the cups are blue. I think it's really, really well drawn. So cool looking. So beautiful. The ones are like more fiery, red tone. Yeah, this is a great little deck. Bit gruesome, that one, isn't it? The blood and that. Yeah, I think his magician card's cool. Yeah. Wow, look at that. High Priestess as well, it's cool. Yeah, definitely like a Fae type deck, in my eyes anyway. So that's the Sacred Rose Tarot. Another deck in my collection is this one, the Spectral World Tarot. This is so fun and vibrant. I got this one off Etsy. Look at those backs, look how cool they are. Very trippy looking. There's no edging on this one though. This one might give some people a headache because it's just so busy and so colourful, but I really like this one. Look how colourful it is, it's so cool. Very rainbow, abstract sort of art style. It's quite pippish, but I just love the bright vibrancy of it. Such a cool little deck and such a fun one as well. Trippy as hell. So I can say about this one. So awesome. Look how well done it is as well. It took a lot of time to do this. Yeah, I just bought this because of the vibrancy and how fun it looked, to be honest. I think it's great. Great colourful little deck. So that's the Spectro World Tarot. Another deck in my collection is this one, the Practical Tarot Wisdom. This is the Rider-Waite artwork with messages on the side of that as well. So you don't get a guidebook or anything, you just get some cards about spreads. Backs look like this. There's no edging or anything. What I liked about these was that the messages on here was just quite handy to have. It's just one of those decks when I'm feeling under the weather or just not in the mood to do a reading, I can just pick this one up and just read the message. And I quite like the way this one shuffles as well, it's quite fun. It's a little size. This would be a great beginner deck for anyone. It's got a lot of information about the cards on it. I don't actually own the Radiant Rider-Waite either. Only in pocket size, not full size. But I like this one because it's got like keywords and that on it. I think it's quite fun. Yeah, it's just, I like to have these in my collection, even though I know what cards mean and everything. I just think it's fun to have. Especially if you're doing a big tarot spread with different cards. And just, like this one's got a question on it to pinpoint off that, who's driving your life. That could be like where are you heading? And that could just be like a prompt for the whole reading. I just think it's quite fun. Yeah, this is a cool little deck. One great one, I think, if you're still trying to learn the meanings and that sort of thing. So that's the Practical Tarot Wisdom. Another deck I want to show you is this one, the Madhouse Tarot. This one might not be for everyone because it's got a lot of themes about mental illness. But I think it's really well done, the way with the imagery and everything. And it's really high quality cardstock as well. It's like a black with slight purple edging. Same with the backs as well. I think it's really nice cardstock as well. But this one has a lot of strong themes based on mental health and like asylum, people like in hospital, that sort of thing. It's very dark, shadowy deck, focusing on the mental aspect of life, which I think is good because a lot of society only focuses on your physical health, doesn't want to explore the mental health, and it gets ignored and not talked about enough. And I really wanted this deck for this because I think it will show the maybe extreme versions of mental illness that we could all be subjected to in our lifetime. We don't know what's going to happen in our lives and how we're going to react and things. Or it's just good to look at the psychology of your mind and how you react to things and how your own psychology is made up and everything. I just think it's really interesting to have a deck like this. And I don't think it's done in a way of making fun of people with mental illness. I don't think it portrays that at all. So I think this is just really well done how it is. I think it's a very special one in my collection for that because it's quite unique theme you don't really see. It must have took them such a long time to do this in a very tasteful way. Like this one card, I think it's very powerful. This Tower card, you can see like they've broken out of hospital and they've jumped out the window. I think that's such a powerful card. You can see like their tower moment happening in their mind, and it's just really, really powerful. And I think it's great for like shadow work or understanding your psychology better and other people's as well. Just it's a good way to get into that mindset of looking deeper within yourself and how you feel and think. I think it's such a good deck. So if you're into that psychology type of thing, I'd recommend this one. This is the Madhouse Tarot. Another deck in my collection is this one, the Klimt Tarot, the Pocket Golden Edition. I have been searching high and low for a full size of this deck, and I cannot find it anywhere for not a ridiculous price. One day, hopefully, I'll come across it, but not at the moment. So look at how small this one is. It's so tiny. My boyfriend bought me this as a gift. I really do love Klimt's artwork. So they've literally created his art into a tarot deck. And it comes with a cute little book as well. So small and dinky. But I do love the art style, and I love like the gold effect on it because that's what Klimt is known for. The backs are beautiful as well. There's no edging on these cards, but I just think this is such a cool deck, and it's a great way to have some of his artwork in the palm of your hands, basically. And I think it's quite good what they've chosen for the meaning of the tarot associated with his artwork. Such a cute little deck. But I just really want to get the full size because there's a lot of detail in here. You can't appreciate it as much unless it was bigger. But it's such cool, stunning art. So well drawn. He's a great artist. One of the iconic pictures you see quite a lot. I just love his mark making and all the spirals and the gold. I just think it's so beautiful. Such a cool little tarot deck. But I do want to get the full size at some point. So if you're into Klimt and his artwork, this might be one to grab because you can own a lot of his art in the palm of your hand. Amazing. So that's the Klimt Tarot. Another little pocket deck in my collection is this one, the Radiant Wise Tarot. There's a little deck as well that I like to travel with from time to time. Comes with a little white book. Basic meanings in other languages and everything. It's like keywords. That's what backs look like. They're so small. But yeah, this is a great little travelling deck. I do like the bold lines in the colouring of this one. It's quite fun. I don't feel the need to have this one full size. I think pocket size is great. It's basically RWS with a different colour scheme going on and just redrawn slightly, darker lines. It's a great little pocket deck. And it's in quite a sturdy box as well. So it's great to travel with. It's a very good box for it to not get damaged and everything. So yeah, that's the Radiant Wise Tarot Pocket Edition. Another deck in my collection is this one, the Barbara Walker Tarot. I have it in a tin version. I would like to get the original, but it's too expensive. So this one's still available, so I'll have this one. I do like it in a tin. I think it's quite fun though. It comes with a little white book. There's quite a bit of information in here on the cards and everything. Yeah, I love the art style on this. But it's the art that's so small, I want bigger cards. But I should be happy with what I have, right? I've got a big collection already. Need to have more gratitude in my life, I think. But I'm always after decks all the time. It's just an addiction of mine. Just love collecting tarot decks. But I feel like I'm quite picky in my collection. I don't think I should buy every deck that comes out. I'm very like a particular style of what I'm looking for. And I like this one. I think it's really cool. I really like the art and it's really interesting. I like the keywords and like titles on top. That's good to look up as well. Such a cool deck. So yeah, that's the Barbara Walker Tarot. Another deck in my collection is this one, the Dark Fairy Tale Tarot. This is not one I intentionally bought. It was in like a bundle of other decks that I wanted. But I did grow to quite like this one. It's quite tattered and been well loved by someone. I did like the dark theme of this deck. Backs look like very Celtic sort of look. Yeah, it's not something I would normally have gone for, but I kept it anyway, even though it wasn't. I was intentionally buying something else. It was. I think there's like 5 other decks in this bundle, and they were the ones I was after. This was just one of them. It's quite dark themed, and it's called Dark Fairy Tale Tarot. But I'm not sure if I'll have this one forever in my collection. I think it's quite nice. A lot of photo manipulation in these, artwork and that. I do quite like it. I can't say I'll ever really pull this out that often though. I think I may have used it when I first got it to just see sort of vibe I'd get from this deck. And I quite liked it as when I read it, so I kept it. That's what I tend to do with decks that I'm not intentionally buying. That's the close up of that image on the box there. But yeah, when I buy decks that I don't not sure about, I'll read with them and see how I feel. And if they pass the vibe check, if you know what I mean, I don't know. I tend to keep them, or I'll keep trying until they work, or just pass them along. But yeah, this is the Dark Fairy Tale Tarot. And that following along that dark theme is this one, the Alchemy Tarot. This was my sister's. She gave it to me when she moved. So she didn't have no need for them anymore. So she's not really a tarot either. She's more of an art collector, and she likes the style of it. Comes with a little white book. I don't think she ever read these. That's what the backs look like. And this one reminds me of all the t-shirts you used to buy back in the 90s. It's got that look, all the like the flames and skulls, very gothic 90s vibe, and the dragons you'd see, really old school sort of image look to it, very Pippish in style. But I kept it because it was my sister's and I would never get rid of it. And it's also a Fournier deck as well, and I love their cardstocks. Yeah, it's very gothic in theme. Probably not one I'd use really, but I'll keep it with all the other decks. I would never get rid of a deck my sister gave me. Never. Actually, love. It will always remind me of her when I get this one out. So yeah, it's very gothic in theme. Not my sort of style really, but my sister kind of liked it at the time, I suppose. And that's the Alchemy England Tarot. A deck I bought recently is this one, the Goblins and Gardens Tarot deck. I just really like the way this was done. This is more geared to people that are into Dungeons and Dragons, but I've never played it personally. But it's old artwork that they've used to make a collage. It comes with a little book with some meanings and that in it. I've only recently hauled this, but I just love the way it's done. I love the gold edging. I think that's really nice. I really like these backs. I think they're cool. Yeah, I've been really into collage with like a white image and the rest all colour. I just think it makes it really pop, and I think really cool. And I love the weird little creatures in this. So if you're into Dungeons and Dragons, you probably appreciate this more than I do because I don't know the characters. I do like it. It kind of takes you into. It feels like I've shrunk and got really small, and I'm living in a garden, and I'm coming across all these creatures on my adventures. That's what sort of vibe I get from this. Just like a little tiny person going through this garden, meeting all these people, and going on a little journey. That's the sort of vibe I get from this deck. It's very plant orientated, and it's really, really well done though. Really cool looking. It's very fun. Reminds me of that new deck I recently did a video on. Everyday Magic, I think it was called. I can't remember exactly what the name is, but I did a video on it, and it's basically with an image of an animal in black and white, with in a collage style with a colourful background, and I think that's really cool and it's quite similar to this, but this one's more about goblins and plants. I just think the creatures are quite fun. I don't think I'd ever get into the game. I just don't have time to. I know it's quite a long game to get into and a lot of information you need to know, and yeah, I just don't think I have time to learn it. But I do appreciate the storytelling behind these games. I think they're really cool. I just don't have time to play that sort of thing, but I do like this deck, and that's the Goblins and Gardens Tarot deck. A deck I've been loving and recently has only just come out as the Old Style Tarot. I absolutely love this. I didn't expect to love it so much, but I think this is such a good deck. I really like the guidebook as well. There's no edging or anything. That's what the backs look like. And this is what the book looks like. Get quite a lot of information. But yeah, I really like the style of this. I think it's really cool. Got that old feel to it. And it's RWS, but it's illustrated in its own way. And some of the imageries don't actually follow exactly how RWS is depicted by Pixie, but it's such a cool deck. I think it's so cool. I really like the style of it. And also my favourite card, Seven of Cups, I think was depicted so well. It's what made me fall in love with it even more. So if I come across it, I'll show you. So yeah, this is a fun one. It's so cool. It's like the line art and shading as well, and how it is. It's got all the elements that you need to know the symbology of the tarot. Look at this one. It's a really old style Lucifer. Like, isn't it? Actually looks like an angel that's fallen. I just think it's so cool. And I just really didn't expect to love it as much as I do. I really like this magician card. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. I recommend this one if you like this sort of art style. You want to find that Seven of Cups card. Probably gone past it though. Oh yeah, another good thing about this is the blank card in this. You can use it as a significator. So you can have it in the middle and then read the two cards either side. Really enjoying reading cards like that at the moment. It's quite fun. Found my favourite card is this one, Seven of Cups. I think it's such well done how they depicted that. And see, like, they've checked out where they're so overwhelmed and what path to take, choices to make. All these ideas flow through their head. So cool. I love this card. So yeah, this is the Old Style Tarot. I can never open these boxes. Hang on a moment. Oh, I damage it every time I open these. This is what the backs look like. I really love the backs. They're so cool. It comes with a little white book as well. Basic meanings on there. But look how cool these backs are. They're so fun. No edging or anything. These are a bit more hip in style. They sort of have a slight image at the bottom, but doesn't really depict the meaning behind the card. So if you looked at this and didn't know what tarot was, you wouldn't really know what the Nine of Pentacles meant. But I do think it's really well drawn though. I do like the art style of this. It's so bright and colourful. And the majors are really nice. I love all the patterns and everything going on. Here's a cute little deck. I always forget to take those out when I shuffle. Oops. Cool cards. I love the colours and everything. And yeah, it's just really quirky little abstract art style. It drew me into it, and I just think it's quite a unique look to it. Tarot cards are pretty cool. Not much to say really, that I just enjoy the aesthetic of it, I guess. It's really well drawn though, you can see all the detail in it and everything. Yeah, it's a cool little deck. And that's the New Century Tarot. Another deck in my collection. This is quite new, it's only just been released this year. This is the Vesper Tarot. So we've got an anime kind of style to it. This is what the book looks like. It's very limited in information because it's got multiple languages in it. And this one is a black and white sort of sepia tone type deck. That's what the backs look like. And they're quite fun. There's no edging or anything. But these are a bit pippish in the minors. But I do love the text. It reminds me of like a heavy metal band where they do all the swirly writing. So sometimes it can be a bit hard to read it. Because when you ever see a heavy metal band with this textile, you're like, what is their band name? I can't figure it out. But that's what it reminds me of. And it's very anime in style. It's like two characters. It's these two characters here and their journey throughout the tarot. The Batgirl. And just have a little character there. I think it's quite cute. It's quite anime look going on. And it does follow a story a little bit, what's happening. I just wish they went fully illustrated with the minors a little bit more rather than it being a bit like this. There's a bit of imagery in some of the cards, but not all of them. I just think it's cute. It's like the little characters in this, but it's quite fun. Like the little star person there. Yeah, it's just cute. I love it. So that's the Vesper Tarot. Another deck in my collection is this one, the Tarot of the Trance. I very rarely see this one on YouTube. I really like this one because it's very my sort of art style. And comes with a little white book. Quite a bit of information in there. No edging or anything. On the back it looks like this. Cool. This is another fun, vibrant deck. I just really like how trippy it looks as well. It's very out there, the colourful borders and everything. And the borders are different as well, depending on the suit. I just think it's so fun and vibrant. And hand drawn and everything. Yeah, I'm just surprised I don't see this a lot on YouTube. I think it's quite fun. Very strange looking. I do really like it. I thought it was like little spirals everywhere and imagery. And I've got that tribal sort of feel to it. And I suppose it's going for like the trancey sort of hippie vibe. That's why it's called Tower of the Trance. They've got that sort of psychedelic sort of look going on as well. Well, yeah, I think it's really cool art style. One you don't really see that often. Showing, look at the vibrancy of these colours as well. I just think they're so fun. Quite busy. I think having the white border helps. There's quite a lot going on. Yeah, I think it's just a cool little deck. And that's the Tower of the Trance. Another deck in my collection is this one, the Triumphi della Luna. This is the Illustrated Pips edition. This is a Marseille style deck. This is a deck that originally came out as Marseille style and then decided to illustrate the pips, so I decided to grab it. I think it's quite a fun deck. I'm not a Marseille user that much. I don't have that many Marseille type of decks in my collection. But I like this one because it's been illustrated. I just think it's really cute and quirky. I love this art style of the creator of Deviant Moon, Patrick Valenzo. It's got really nice, distinctive art style. I think it's quite quirky and fun and gives a slight humour to readings as well. It's very whimsical and I think it's quite funny. The faces and the expressions they have and everything. I think it's always quite well done. I do like his style. But I own this as well. So if you're a fan of Deviant Moon, you probably like this one as well. Actually, it's quite cool. I just love like their faces and like proper posing, isn't there? That person there. It's funny. Yeah, I just think it's fun and cute. And that's the Triumphi della Luna Illustrated Pips edition. And this is what backs look like. I've got to show you. Quite cool. Another deck in my collection is this one, the Dreaming Way Tarot. I really like the backs of these cards. I think they're really stunning. There's a little white book. A bit bashed up. They just have like meanings and stuff in the cards. And I'm not going to lie, I've bought this deck mainly for the backs. I absolutely adore these backs of the cards. I think they're so beautiful and vibrant. I think they're so cool. I love the backs of these. I think I enjoy the backs more than the actual artwork on the front. But I do like this deck as well, but the back's beautiful. It is quite a cute little deck. Everyone looks a bit forlorn now in the imagery of some of the faces in here. Everyone's got really like rosy cheeks. It's quite cute. Yeah, it follows RWS pretty much. I think it's quite a cute little deck. I do like the textures of the outfits and the fabrics and things. I think that's quite fun. Quite quirky in the outfits they're wearing. Quite like that. They've got big trousers, some people, big skirts and dresses. This tower card is very detailed. It's really cute. Strange hats and shoes and yeah, it's quite like the clothing in this. It's quite fun. This one looks quite modern compared to the others. Yeah, that's the Dreaming Way Tarot. Another deck in my collection is this one, the Joey de Vivre Tarot. Probably pronounced that wrong. I love the little creatures in this deck. It's another very quite detailed cards. Comes with a little white book. Quite a few meanings in. It's quite fun. And I'll show you what the backs look like. That swirly pattern for back. But this one I really like the creatures and the colours and everything. Really cute. That little reptile being there. It's just so sweet. Kind of creepy as well. Yeah, I just think it's really cute. Look at that. So strange, like you're lost in a little fairy tale land with all these strange little creatures. And it's really, really well drawn as well. It's beautiful. It's funny. Definitely like story, but kind of illustrations. It's really cute. There's a lot of clown sort of looking people with like circus type clothing on as well. It's really, really cute. Sorry, a lot of these are upside down. So cute. And that's the Joe de Vivre Tarot. Probably saying that completely wrong. And the last deck I'm going to show in this video, which will be deck number 150 I've shown you so far in my collection, is this one, the Paulina Tarot. By the same creator that drew the deck I just showed you. And this is quite detailed as well, and I really like their art style. There's a little white book, information in it. But yeah, this is a beautiful deck as well. A lot of detail. I can't believe I've just shown you 150 of my decks, and I've still got quite a few more to show you yet. Look how much detail is in this one. There's even more detail than the previous one. So much going on. Like, you wouldn't even notice those little fairy type things in the background to start with. You really look at the card. I think it's so cool. So much going on. I would like to have these cards bigger, but I know they'd be hard to shuffle, but you'd see much more going on in the background. Such a cute deck though. It's so well done. I love all the characters and everything and the colours and style it's done in as well, and you can see like the emotion there of the Five of Swords. And the movement there of the chariot. Just think it's so cool. Oops, I just dropped a card. And the card I dropped was this one, King of Pentacles. Maybe that'd be my card of the day. So detailed. So stunning. Another sort of fairy tale fantasy world you get drawn into in this deck. Very cool. Yeah, that's the Paulina Tarot. I've now shown you 150 decks, and this is the third drawer. And I got quite a lot out of this because there's still some at the back because they're all little decks in this one. I've got a lot more to go through in this third drawer. There's a sneak peek of what's to come. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and send me a like and subscribe if you like my videos, and I'll see you next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. See you in part 7.